How's it going, everybody? It is Margaret, and I'm here with Chris and Jeff, and we're going to talk about merch today. I'm going to apologize in advance for my stream. The internet lady came out, supposedly fixed it, but now it's choppy again. So,
does she have a shirt that says "Internet Lady" when she comes as a uniform?
Her name was Cindy, the
Okay.
internet lady. That's all I knew.
Make her a shirt saying "Crappy Internet Lady."
Oh,
it was really good. She left. When she left, she checked the speed and everything, and then when she left, the magic left with her. So
yeah. She had a Wi-Fi booster on her.
Maybe that's what it was.
Well, are you running on 5G or 2G? I hate to sidetrack the show already.
I don't know.
Because 5G is for like what is it, like short range, and then 2G is like if you have a lot of congestion. Look into that after the show.
I'll look into that. I'm gonna just put me on no picture. Well, nobody wants to see me all choppy. You guys, okay, let us know in the chat if the stream looks okay for the guys. Yeah, it does. Y'all look fine on the screen.
Yes, go back to your little picture.
I did.
We're all going to go off camera and just be icons.
Oh my gosh.
Listen.
So, how's it going, guys?
I always do that, and Jeff always does that. I like to go age before beauty on that one.
I'm not going first.
No, I've been doing good. I've actually been focusing a lot on the business. And September, for most people that don't know, September was my best month I've had since I started merch last September. I actually looked into it, and I sold my first shirt last September. And I had my account before then, but I was one of those procrastinators that didn't do anything for a while. But anyways, last month was a good month. This month, I've sold so far 82 shirts with 6 cancellations, so a total of 76 shirts so far this month, which is good for me. Last month I sold 99 shirts total, so I'm on pace to beat that mark, which is good. And also making a profit of $158. And last month I was almost close to 300, so we're on pace to at least break even with last month's thing. So yeah, just been cranking, just been pushing.
Raise your price.
Awesome. Yeah.
Say that again?
Raise your prices, Chris.
Yeah, but we talked about this. My theory for everyone that's in the chat, my theory is I'm pricing my stuff low till I get to the 100 or the 1000 tier. And then once I get to the 1000 tier, I'm going to start raising my prices. I have this whole like kind of game plan of what's working for me. And of course I should raise my prices, but I want to get to the 1000 mark first, or the 1000 tier, which means 500 extra listings. Then I can really maximize those prices and really start to be that, snowball effect. So.
Yeah. Maybe I need to lower my prices. No, I'm not lowering my prices. I've only sold this month so far, not many more than you, 89 shirts.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm not complaining. I will never complain about the money I make from merch, but I'm just like, wow, it's, I don't know. I've been uploading more regularly, but not, I don't fill all my spots, obviously, but, well, not obviously, so.
Well, not to interrupt you guys, but for what's been working for me, and this might be a tip for people out there or just anyone in general, is I'm involved heavily in the communities of my niches, and I'm always daily kind of not spamming my niches communities, but a lot of people in my communities that I niche in, they know about my shirts and stuff like that. So that's been the main thing that's been pushing my sales. Is it's not like it's not passive sales. These are actually, I'm aggressively, involved in my niche communities, and they know me for my shirt. So there's been that whole thing. So.
Well, that's cool. I'm trying to think how I could work that out. I hear like a something. I have to deal with this, or I'm gonna go bananas.
Jeff, how was
you
your?
know, like it's like a piercing sound. Okay, I'm gonna find this noise. So Jeff, put it up. Yeah, you go.
Huh? What?
Go. Your turn.
Well, things have picked up this past week, but I've only done 69 sales so far this month, but it's been $380 worth of revenue, so
Nice.
I'm happy with that, and I'm almost on pace to beat last month. And September was 121, which was 4 short of beating August, but I had 8 cancellations, so that explains that. But I was kind of upset at that. But things, I mean, October started off very slow, you know, onesie, twosies a day, but the past week it's been up to 6 a day, so it's cranking back up, I hope. And I don't do any marketing, I don't do any advertising, I'm not in a niche. I just make shirts I like and throw them up there.
So I saw, I don't remember which group Mike posted it in. Mike, who's the treasurer gnome, he sold like 80 shirts yesterday or the day before, like in one day.
Photoshop.
Oh my mind is exploding. Yeah.
Jeff's got the tinfoil hat on today. No, that's great. Do you know what it was? It a Halloween design that he sold?
I don't think it was 81. I think it was just like.
Oh, 80 shirts total in one day. I see.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I see people on Facebook all the time with crazy numbers, so that doesn't surprise me at all.
I'm like, I'm not jealous or anything, but I'm just like, okay, I've got to figure my thing out.
Well, see,
so
here's
the thing. Kind of like along.
You shouldn't let other people's numbers affect how you feel about your own business. I learned that a long time ago. I mean, sure, there's the whole competition thing where you like, well, if this guy's selling 80, well, what's wrong with my whole setup? But that's not, everything's so subjective in merch because everyone's doing different niches. Everyone's doing different designs. Someone's going to do better than the other people one day. And then, you know what I mean? It's like this whole, it's fluid. It's like water, you know? So I wouldn't get hung up on that, Margaret. You're doing fantastic for what you're doing. Do you know what the definition of success is?
Tell me.
Completing something. You're actually going out and doing something, so you're successful no matter if you sell 1 shirt, if you sell 1,000 shirts. You're doing it. You're being successful.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm really happy for him. But yeah, I'm like, wait, because I have been just kind of like, I really was doing really well for a while, and then it just kind of tanked, and now it's just like floating along, and yeah. Yeah, Wisconsin Reseller says it's difficult to not compare yourself. I really try not to, and I completely agree with you. Everybody's on their own path. Totally. Maybe I shouldn't have brought it up.
Before yesterday, I haven't uploaded a new shirt in probably 3, maybe 4 weeks. It's just been keeping up with reloading remove shirts, but I've been busy with other stuff, so I haven't really been making a new T-shirt mindset. You know, it kind of. Yesterday I pumped out 4 or 5 new Christmas shirts, but I cheated. They were pre-made designs that I got somewhere else. Yeah.
Your cat is really aggressive today.
Oh, it's like this every day.
Oh, really? Is it a boy or girl?
This one's a boy.
What's his name?
Mango.
Mango. Oh, that's a perfect name. Have you done any cat shirts, Jeff? I'm sure you have.
Oh yeah, I got quite a few cat shirts up.
How did those do for you?
They do all right. You know, evergreen shirts, but ouch, let go of me.
Oh, you know what? I've heard that term a lot lately, and I still don't understand that term. Could you just explain that for me and to the people that are new? I've heard that term a lot lately.
Shirts that can and should or will sell year round. It's not based on a trend. It's not based on a holiday. It's just your everyday shirt that year round can sell. You know, like cat shirts generally are evergreen, unless it's based on Christmas cats or Halloween cats.
Right.
So like I saw two shirts today so far. One of them was shark related. One of them was bee related. So those are both evergreen.
Yeah, let me go dive into my thing and see if I've sold any evergreen shirts today. They're probably, I think most of my stuff evergreen. I don't really touch upon holidays and stuff, and that's my problem. I think once I get to the 1,000 tier is when I can really explore those, those holidays and stuff like that.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say hey in the chat real quick, and you guys in the chat, if y'all have any questions, drop them in, because we didn't really have a topic today. We were just kind of, Chris has a few things. There's a few updates and things like that, but we're just hanging. Let's see. American Yesteryear's there, and so is Linda. Hello, Wisconsin reseller, and Rita. Hello, Al, Merida, and Ron. And hello, Aaron Wagner and Tammy. I'm missing more. Hey, Nick. Nick said jury duty. There's a whole shirt. This is my jury duty shirt. Don't pick me.
jury. I've done jury duty once. Well, I mean, I've done it a few times, but I actually got picked on a thing once, and it was actually kind of fun. The case was crap, but I mean the whole process was very interesting.
I've only been to jury duty once, and the lawyer on the defendant's side knew me, and whenever the judge was saying, like, does anyone need to go for conflicts of interest or whatever, he's like, I know her. She can't stay, basically. He used to substitute teach at a school where I was teaching. So
I'm self-employed and can't afford to go, so I get out of it.
Nice.
If I don't work, I don't make money, I don't eat.
There, I'm making this shirt today. Don't copy it.
What is it? What does it say?
It says, "Don't pick me." Jury duty shirt.
I was just thinking about that.
You guys see, it's funny. It's funny because I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go on.
I was saying you guys are so funny with when you guys have so many slots open. You guys literally like claw at like any little tiny idea that comes along. It's so
this
funny.
week has been my daughter. I don't know if people follow me on Facebook. My daughter got involved in color guard her freshman year here in high school, and I've been going to her competition. So I've been making color guard and marching band decals and T-shirts left and right. So
yeah, I saw you. I think I saw a photo of your car.
Yeah, I put a bunch on my car too.
Yeah, and I saw that. That was cool. Like, no, I told you I had to hit you up for vinyl decals. So anyone who's interested in vinyl decals, Jeff's your guy for sure. I definitely hit him up on his through his YouTube channel.
I only charge you twice as much.
Oh, thanks. Well, anyways, I'll make twice as much on whatever I'm going to use it for anyway, so.
Okay, guys.
Okay, good.
So, no, I was just saying, Jeff, you'll be actually surprised of what I actually use those for. I use them for masking.
Yeah, I get that. I get questions like that all the time. People want me to do reverse weeds so they can use stencils. Yeah,
but the thing is, most people that don't know that vinyl is really sticky, so you got to make sure you're putting it on something that it could pull back easily. Because if you put it on like another painted thing and you try to pull it back, you might rip the existing paint off of whatever's underneath it. So usually for stencils for vinyl, you want to do like raw metal or raw plastic or something like that.
I also offer 631 vinyl, which is less sticky. It's
no way. I didn't know that was a thing.
It's a wall. I mean, you can't see my walls here, but it's a wall-based decal, so you can put on your walls at home. When you peel it off, it won't take the paint off.
Oh man, that's incredible. Thanks for telling me that. I can definitely probably use that instead of the other stuff then.
And small stuff I can also cut out of manila folders, so you have a hard cardboard stencil.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. Margaret? What the hell is that?
You guys are talking about vinyl decals?
Yeah. What's your point?
Nothing. Go ahead. I'll just wait over here.
Oh no, we're good. I'm sorry.
When did you get your hair done?
It's the artist in us. We just start.
No, my hair.
Your hair looks nice.
What's the catch? I'm waiting for the punchline.
I'm being nice.
Oh my gosh. I did it myself.
All right, merch. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah. So Betty Barbie that's actually a great name, by the way. Better Barbie in the chat saying she's at tier 10 and having a hard time balancing time between eBay and merch. Just want to thank you all because I learned so much. You're welcome. And I know it's hard for me. Like when I have to literally be in the zone. I don't know about you guys, but I have to literally be in the merch zone when I'm designing shirts. I can't have any distractions or anything. I really got to be into that groove, or else I spend 3 or 4 hours at the computer trying to do designs. So yeah, it does take time to do your designs and stuff like that. It's not easy.
Yeah, I gotta be Go ahead.
No, go on.
No, ladies first.
I don't remember what I was gonna say now. Go on.
I really have to be in a mood to do t-shirts. I mean, and it also, with my health crap, you know, if I'm in pain, you know, it's hard to just sit here and crank out t-shirts. I really just don't want to do that. I got to get up often. So yeah, I really have to be in the mindset and the mood to do t-shirts, you know, and the decals, design new decals and stuff. So that's why I haven't really done much the past few weeks. It's just been reloads and relist, and shipping's been slow. So I've been cleaning up my eBay room a bit, but I'm starting to get back into doing more.
Yeah, and I feel like because I started Patreon a few weeks, you know, I switched it over a few months ago for merch stuff, and it's a blessing and not a curse, but it's like a blessing and a stressor a little bit now, because it's like I don't want to put out, you know, I don't want to give anybody garbagey designs, but now it's like now I have like a deadline. And so like, okay, I, you know, not having trouble coming up with designs, but ideas. But I found a really good way, which might help some people if they're looking for ways to come up with ideas. Is to do what?
Drop acid.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip the acid. But
yeah, don't mention that. Your channel might be flagged too.
Maybe next time if you get your shirts. And anyway, I started doing like a stream of consciousness, like for ideas. Maybe this sounds goofy, but it helps me kind of like break out of my not being able to think of something. So like I would think of like who, what, when, where, why, and let's say I just look around and I say, okay, butterfly, and then I just go and like write butterfly, and then the next thing that pops in my brain, and I do it for like 10 or 15 things. And then, like, next thing I know, I've got, like, butterfly, garden, swing set, swing, run, clouds. What? Zombies. Butterfly zombies. But then I just keep going until I have this, like, list of stuff, you know, just, you know, that, like, what's the first word you think of when you say, you know, whatever. Just keep going until I have a good long list of stuff, and then it makes it easier to narrow things down without having to think, what am I going to make a shirt about? It's been working.
This is how I find good designs.
Oh,
yep. Here, you get the lantern fish for that one.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Funny fish.
Huh?
Funny fish.
Is that what his name is?
Just driving every day. I go to the post office, Starbucks. I look at people's shirts. I look at people's cars and see, you know, what they have. Decals, bumper stickers. Because most, like, I do the decals too. Most decal ideas I can somehow transfer into a t-shirt design. I've done that quite often. They've done quite well. And then I stop by the Salvation Army on the way home, the one by me, and I'll thumb through I don't do clothing, but I'll thumb through the t-shirt section real quick and get some ideas there too, because a lot of those are like out-of-date t-shirts. You know, you can get an idea, don't copy, but they won't be trademarked or anything because they're out of print, out of date. But yeah,
that's so funny. I do the same thing when I'm at Goodwill. I'll go thumbing because I look for concert shirts when I'm at the Goodwill, and I don't do clothing either. But it's funny that you said that because I do the same exact thing, and I'm surprised how much inspiration is pulled from just looking at old shirts on a rack. So that is definitely.
I have a shirt book. I'm gonna see if I can find it real quick. Hang on.
Yeah, you could do that. I mean, even if you Google top 100 shirt designs of all time, which is like, the happy face, have a nice day is like #1, I think. You can get a lot of inspiration from just that stuff alone.
So yeah, I got this when we evacuated for the hurricane. We went up to Dallas, and there was this. It's amazing store. I can't pronounce the name of it. It's Japanese, and they had this book. This is the name of the store, Kinokuniya, something. Anyway, so it's T-shirts, historical wearing art T-shirts, and so it's just like all full of like ideas and like vintage shirts and stuff like that. So anyway, it's cool.
No, that's awesome. Was that the same shop that you got the sushi kitties from?
Yes, which I still haven't unboxed them. They're still in the package. I need to unbox those.
Sushi? It's sushi? You have
They're like little peeping sushi cat. You don't follow me on Instagram, do you?
No, I do, but I don't go there.
It's so funny because you've mentioned that to him before on past shows. You're like, oh, I got these sushi cats, and he's like, oh, okay, cool.
If I have any duplicates, I'll have to send you one.
Yeah.
The only question I have is it food or novelty?
Yeah. No, here, I'm gonna screen share. I did a search for it so I could show you.
I was thinking
and the ad is hilarious. Here's one of them. So it's like, he says, why am I sushi? I created there was like a little video clip that I put on Instagram. At the store, they had like this ad playing. So it's these things, these like sushi cat.
You gonna tell her first, Jeff, or should I?
What the
You can't see me.
No, they can't see anything. We can't see anything. It's all black. It's a
really?
black screen.
Oh gosh. Okay. Well, I can see it, and that's all that matters.
So let me give you the visualization, guys. It's a little toy. It's a little plastic toy, and there's sushi, and there's a little plastic cat. There we go. There, we can see it now.
Highlight your story.
There's. I don't know if you can see it or not. Anyway.
Okay.
They look like
cute.
So here's the thing. Everyone in the chat's probably asking, what the hell does this have to do with shirts? Think about it. You can literally do any kind of pet, and if you could do well with design, you could just make little sushi pets on everything and just do that. I don't think there's any copyright on that if it's all original artwork.
And it was because it was this store, this book was where I got the sushi cat fun stuff sells. I'm just saying. So anyway.
Yeah.
I looked at this book up on Amazon, and it was really crazy expensive. But if you go to this, if you're looking for this book, if you go to this, is my black again?
No, you're good.
For the Kinokuniya, they have the book for like, I don't know, it's like $30 or something.
So you're saying it's a good retail arbitrage situation also.
Yeah. If you're wanting to do retail arbitrage, I think it has really high BSR though.
Oh, okay. It's too funny.
Anyway.
Well, Chris is showing us his other way of coming up with shirt ideas too.
What did I do?
Sniffing Sharpies. That's what I do.
Oh. No, I lose inspiration if I'm sniffing Sharpies. My brain cells disappear.
I thought I did one yesterday. It smells so good.
Oh God.
Oh my gosh. There was a lady when I taught. There was a lady who wrote with Sharpies for everything. Like when she was taking notes on a teacher conference or like a meeting, I couldn't sit by her because my head would start spinning.
Yeah, I can't do that either.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyways, moral of the story is you can literally go outside and walk around and find inspiration. The problem for me is ideas and inspiration is easy. I got that. It's like the execution of what you want to put on a shirt and then making sure it's not copyrighted and all that. That's the hard part.
Yeah, yeah. Like we Sunday, Randy and I got on because we're going to try to document his first 10 shirts up because a lot of people are struggling to get out of that 10 tier. And his first shirt that he put up was rejected for copyright. So he's got design skills, but he doesn't have the like keywords and how to do the copyright research and all of this stuff. So
exactly.
We're going to do that whole thing. Yeah. And I have to give a shout out in the chat. My friend Caroline from the Celtic Traders is here. Hello, Caroline.
What the hell is that?
Go follow Caroline. She's a Celtic Traders. She sells on eBay and stuff. But she just got approved for merch. So yay.
Yay. Congratulations.
And they're based out of Wales, right, Caroline? I think you're in Wales.
Isn't that like in the UK?
Yeah, that is. I see her in the chat saying, hello, Margaret. I can hear her voice already. Hello,
That's because you
Margaret.
got a video playing.
What? No, I'm not sniffing Sharpies either.
No, I have her. That's why you hear her.
Well, I can hear. I mean, she has a very distinctive voice. That's why I hear her.
Normal.
Are you looking her up now?
Yes. I subscribe to you.
Okay, yeah. Everybody go subscribe. Anyway,
what's new?
we were going to talk about hoodies.
I was going to talk about eBay. Oh, I already did that last week, didn't I?
Yeah, you
eBay
did.
Printful. I sold one. One came through this week.
That's good. Oh, did you guys read the story that Young posted in the group in Merch Minds?
No, what is it?
Yes, but I forgot what it was about.
Okay, Margaret, slow down. Your sound is choppy. Darn it. Okay.
I've been in the bunker, so what's going on with people outside of the bunker?
Young's been selling on the Etsy Printful integration. Is it too slow now? And he gave really good customer service to one of his buyers, and had, they had to change the address because it was going to be delivered to a hotel. And it turns out the person that was the buyer is, I don't know, a famous person that's, I don't know, a musician or on Broadway or something. And he's going to be wearing his shirt on stage, and he sent Young 2 tickets to see him, to his show. I think it's in New York, for like being such an awesome seller and giving such good customer service.
Wow, that's awesome.
I did that.
Yeah.
See? I got a buyer on eBay email me and say, can you do this shirt on long sleeve? And I said, sure I can. So I quickly cranked out a listing on long sleeve, sent him the link, and he says, thanks for the quick response, just bought it. So, yeah.
That's good.
I'm now doing long sleeve shirts too.
Yeah. And Dan is there for Make Merch. Hello, Dan. Hello. Okay, that was the story for Young. Sorry if I'm still choppy.
No, that's good. No, that's cool. Like, you'd be surprised, like, just by being, just doing your business and doing it right, you'd be surprised, like, how many things have happened. I remember, like, Keith Overman, this is kind of like a side story. Keith Overman used to buy a bunch of baseball cards off of me back in the day when I was on eBay, because I had the same, good customer service, and I happened to sell him, some cards one time, and he liked the way I was packing them before people actually cared about, packing stuff on eBay. This was a long time ago. And so I had him for a long time customer too. So it's just, just do right, try to do the best you can, and you never know what these opportunities could present themselves. Pure luck sometimes, and just doing what you're doing. So that's a great story.
I agree.
So was mine.
It was very good, Jeff.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing.
Hurt my feelings.
Why? I didn't know. If I'd have known your story first, I would have shared your story.
Wait, do we even hear Jeff's story?
Yes.
See? That's what I get. You didn't even listen to me.
He had the long sleeves.
Oh, yes. No, I'm just messing with him.
Okay, so there's a question in the chat. Where did it go now? Okay, so 3C on the road. How do you manage your time, Margaret? I have a full-time job, family, Etsy merch, PODs, feed the chickens, and getting a little overwhelmed. I will just say that I think I burned the candle at both ends, and I was like a hyperventilating mess almost last night because I think I do too much. So today, I gave myself the limit of, I'm only going to be on the computer today from 10 to 2. So I just have to like take a step back every now and then.
Yeah, I just take breaks whenever I feel like it. Lay down, play a video game, come back and do a little more work. But honestly, if I didn't do it, I would literally collapse. So that's why I like doing this job. I mean, I feel sorry for the people that have full-time jobs, but that's why I do what I do, is because I have the ability to take a break when I want to. And that's for the health reasons, and for if my daughter has something, I can go pick her up. She's been texting me every day after school this week because we're in the 90s to 100 this week. And she's going, Dad, it's too hot to walk. Give me a ride. So I'm here. I can go drop everything and go give her a ride. And that's what I like, doing what I do. And it is hard to organize because I, like Margaret and everyone else, I do merch, eBay, a little bit of Amazon, my own website. I got to go out and source here and there. So, and I used to have my happy planner here and try to schedule my day, but I threw that kind of aside, and I just kind of wake up and do my shipping, and from that point on, I wing it. Whatever I feel like doing, whatever needs to be done.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I do, you know, once I feel refreshed, I do just like throw myself in. And Randy and I were just talking about this, like basically from the moment I get up till the moment I go to bed is just like completely busy. I mean, when the kids are home, I really try to focus on them, but the rest of the day it's on.
I take my time out and I'll go watch a TV show or something. I try to, between 6 and 8, watch at least a little, go out and do a little TV, but then I'll come back in here and I go to bed at 8:30. I'm sorry, I'm an old guy with health issues, so I go lay in bed and read comic books. But so I'll come in here 7:30, 8 o'clock, and I'll do a little bit of shipping, you know, before bed. But, and then like I said, if I feel like it, I'm gonna go lay down for a bit. So I try to schedule those breaks. I don't want to go 12 hours a day like redhead here.
I don't want to go 12 hours a day anymore.
Well, you got to put in those little breaks in.
Yeah.
You know, force yourself to take those breaks. And one thing I've stopped doing, I really need to get to doing, the first thing I used to do when I get up is hit the meditation mat and meditate for 15 minutes. And I felt so much better after that for the whole day. And I have not been doing that lately. Lately, I've been rolling out of bed, coming in here and just starting to ship. And I really got to get back to doing that, because that 10, 15 minutes in the morning really helps the day.
And you know, I mean, that's part of my thing too, is I have things that pile up, just like home stuff that I always keep putting off. But honestly, it really doesn't take that long if I just did it. It stresses me out longer than it would take me to fix it, you know? So, yeah, that's what I did this morning. Just stuff around the house. Halloween decorations. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can show you. If you can see the lights. Nope. Hang on. I'm going to have to move the thing over more. I hang lights in my boys' hallway. You can see up there. It's like black mesh. And then like, huh?
Okay, we see it.
It is, right there. And then little pumpkin lights. Am I black? Is my screen black?
No, you're fine.
Anyway, up there, yeah. So.
No, I love Halloween decorations. I love Halloween time. I was telling my wife this yesterday as we're driving through the neighborhoods that, you know, people go crazy over here in Burbank, and it's just I love it. Like, I love Christmas lights too, but there's just something about Halloween that I just absolutely love. So.
Yep. Hey, here, I'll turn this around to you so you can see my lights up here. Got my pumpkins.
But I wanted to add something to Jeff's meditation thing. Like, I'm all into that kind of stuff too. I haven't been meditating lately, and there's definitely something about mind, body, and spiritual kind of like awakening kind of stuff. And I definitely suggest, if anyone's being stressed out in their life, just take 15 minutes, go somewhere quiet, you know, contemplate all the good things that you have in your life. Like, I saw, anyone who knows the artist Banksy, he posted a photo yesterday on Twitter of a little boy who was in Africa with no legs, right? And he's on the sidewalk, and he drew chalk legs on himself as he's sitting down with no legs. And the whole point of it was like, just be happy for what you have. So, you know, take that quiet time. You know, if things are stressing you out, you know, in the morning, at night, just take some 15 minutes, just be grateful about, you know, what you have, and you know, and maybe some t-shirt designs will come popping out of that. But there's definitely something to meditation for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear that.
So we were going to talk about hoodies, right?
Yeah, we're going to talk about hoodies.
Now, I don't know the whole scope of this. I think Jeff knows, and you guys know a lot more than I do. All I know is Chris Green posted a photo or a video of sweater, like a prototype sweater, like a couple weeks ago or a week and a half ago. That's the only thing I know. So
There's a group, a guy who hacked the Amazon code, and apparently they have the coding in there already for sweatshirts and hoodies, and the colors and the pricing. I don't remember what the pricing was. So it's, if that's to be believed, it's coming. Just we don't know when.
Yeah. I'm reading this in the chat. So
I know.
funny.
I don't know what that means.
I'm telling you. I wonder if it's the same person, because we've got a troll in the chat, y'all, but it's hilarious because I think it's the same person, that maybe the same person from yesterday, different name, but it's the same kind of thread of things, which is hilarious.
Yeah, ignore them.
Should they go? Okay.
I guess so, because it's just distracting. It's just making me laugh and not focus on what we're doing.
Okay, they're gone.
You think she's kind of old?
Anyway, huh?
Yeah, if they think you're kind of old, I'm kind of ancient.
That was at least everything they're saying about me is kind of this and kind of that. If you're wondering what they've been saying, you better come catch us live so you can catch all the funny troll comments in the live chat. Yeah. So I think we talked a little bit last week about Chris Green getting a hoodie. You know, from
somebody just mentioned that base price was like $28.99. That is actually across the board, all pods, what the base prices are for hoodies. So yeah, hoodies are expensive. Let me look up Printful real quick. I think the Printful's around the same price.
I'm guessing.
Because I sell hoodies on my website. Oh, they say starting from $18. Let me see. I use the Gildan Heavy Blend hooded, and it starts at 20 cents. Oh, so I guess Amazon would be high. Printful starts at $20.75 for the Gildan sweatshirt, hooded sweatshirt. That's the only hoodie they have.
Well, what's the profit you get off of it?
It's whatever you set your price at. I usually set my price at $30. I get $10 per hoodie. And
that's pretty good.
That's for like Teespring and Redbubble. I think that's the average. So yeah, 28 might be kind of high for a base price. Maybe that's their recommended retail price. I don't know.
So that's the base price is what they want to charge is $28, right. Or
that's the base price is what they charge you, and then you mark it up. You know, when you set your.
I see. So the profit's going to be whatever you charge after the 28.
Right.
I got you. Yeah, I don't. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, people, when they buy stuff on Amazon, sometimes they're looking at like, because what do you have for you to have Prime shipping? You have to have what, at least $25?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. Like your order total has to be.
Well, the thing is, I've got free shipping on little things too, so I don't know if that's true. Like maybe someone who knows Amazon better than I do. I know that I've got free shipping on like, shirts before.
Well, if you look at it, if they're going to charge 28 base, most people are going to want to make at least $5. So round it all up, they're going to charge $35 for a shirt. They could probably get it because of the Prime free shipping. On Printful, I charge, for a $20 base, I charge $30 for it, and there's shipping on top of that. I think it's $4.95 for shipping on a sweatshirt. So, but still, it comes out the same.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and then if you think about it too, it's more like for Amazon, because T-shirts, when they fold flat, and this is something else Chris Green talked about, like T-shirts stored are like this big, sweatshirts stored are like this big, so they've got to have a lot more overhead with doing, hoodies and stuff. Just the bulk of it taking up space,
So Robert Smith is saying if you have Prime shipping, it's always free 2-day, which makes sense because I have that. So there's that.
Unless they don't have the blank in stock.
Oh, without Prime, it's anything over 35 days. $35. Oh, okay, okay, okay.
See, that's what gets me is every other. I mean, I get out of stock notices from Printful every once in a while, but it hasn't affected anything. How can Printful, Redbubble, and the likes not have stock issues, and Amazon always has stock issues?
That makes that's no. I mean, I could tell you right now. You compare Amazon's sale rate.
Oh, I understand that they sell a lot more, but they should be prepared a lot more than.
Well, maybe they just sell some
space for it.
Right, right, absolutely. No, yeah, I hear you. I hear you. It's just they probably just sell so much. It's hard to keep everything in track.
Yeah, I just think they would have been. I don't know Amazon's track history. I thought they'd be better prepared and have the infrastructure in place, especially after last year when they had so many issues with stock in December. I thought they would have spent the spring and summer building up.
Well, also when it comes to big corporations, and I've dealt with like some bigger corporations on the inside, and a lot of what they like to do is they don't like to be over prepared. They like to be under prepared for profit sake.
I agree. I'm the same way myself.
Yeah.
Like with my water bottles, I last year I couldn't keep enough water bottles in stock. You know, I was always ordering more, and I would only order so many at a time because I didn't have the space to store so many. But this year, you know, I bought too many over the summer to prepare, and now I'm not selling as much, so they're sitting here.
Yeah, it's funny how that always works too. Like you think you know what's going on, and then you're like, what happened? Like
last year I was selling those left and right. I couldn't keep them in stock. Now I'm like, I'm giving them away to my daughter's color card just to get rid of some.
So Max Bobcat in the chat says, from Amazon source code, base pricing as follows: long sleeve $17.50, sweatshirts $25.20, and hoodies $28.99.
Oh, so there's 3 different things they're going to be.
Yeah, I thought there was 3.
Where's the tank tops? Come on.
Yeah, that's the line. The long sleeves on Printful are $17, and then the sweatshirts are $17 as well. So their hoodies and sweatshirts seem to be kind of high. Maybe they're factoring a storage issue, like you said.
No, maybe. I always wanted like toddler size shirts because there's so many like cool like mommy shirts and all that kind of stuff that I see all the time that I want to make for toddlers, but there's no sizing for that.
That's why yesterday I started stocking up my website with the toddlers and the baby onesies to get ready for Christmas.
Yeah, onesies are huge. I'm surprised Amazon hasn't jumped on that yet either.
And people spend money on baby stuff, so.
Oh yeah, yeah. I would rather see that before the hoodies and all that kind of stuff. So
I think I'll start listing my onesies on eBay today.
Yeah, where do you?
Just out of selfishness, I want tank tops because we like now. I maybe wear a jacket like twice a year, so I wear tank tops more frequently. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever wore a tank top in my whole life.
Well, you got your FC connection. You can use the Printful t-shirt art tanks.
Yeah, yeah.
I do well with the Razorback women's tanks.
Yeah, those are popular. Chris.
The look on your face is great. You're like,
is it frozen? How does it look?
What's that?
Is it frozen?
No. That look on your face for that moment of silence. You're like, okay. Like, what's going on?
I still have these sushi cats over the bottom of my screen, so I'm just looking at sushi cats.
So okay, let's get back to the sweater thing real quick. They said like, is there a time frame, Jeff, for any of this, or do you guys know if there's any time frame for this?
It just that's in the code, and I mean, from watching things like apps and iPhone and stuff, when you see things appear in the code, it's usually 30 to 90 days out. So yeah.
Right. Well, you'd think that it makes sense, like they would put it out sooner because winter's coming.
Yeah, winter and Christmas, you'd think they'd get them up by maybe end of the month, November.
Yeah, I don't know how that. I'm curious to see how that's going to affect our businesses as far as merch. If that's really going to matter. Oh, I wonder. It would be great if they can automatically offer those options on our existing designs.
That's what I was just going to say. My question is, how are they going to implement it? Is it going to be a checkbox, automatic, or is it going to take another slot and you have to do it yourself? Because somebody pointed out in one of these code looks that the image dimensions for the hoodie, I think, was different. The tanks was the same image, and I think the sweatshirt was the same image, but the hoodie was a different dimension. So
I bet it's different. I bet it'll be a new listing.
So, yeah, yeah. It makes sense.
Could you imagine the logistical nightmare of everybody having to go in and change? Because I put shirt, right? Like, this is a cat shirt. This is, and then you have to go in and change that, take it out for every single listing.
Well,
I bet it's probably going to be a different listing and a different upload, because it makes it simpler for them, programming-wise, too, to have an upload associated with each product.
Well, so, Jeff, do you know the percentage of how larger it is? Because if it's not by much, if it's like literally,
smaller.
Oh, it's smaller.
It was a smaller dimension on the, I believe, don't quote me, but I believe on the hoodie it was a smaller dimension image.
But by a lot, because if it's only by like 5%, they can literally take the existing designs and use an algorithm to kind of.
Well, Amazon could, but the way Amazon does, they have you upload it, and the way the uploads work, you have to have the exact dimension. So you'll have to do your work to resize it.
So maybe they'll integrate sweatshirts and long sleeves into existing products, which would be nice. I mean, that would make sense for Amazon, because that would be like instant money pretty much. Because then if it wasn't the case where you'd have to create new listings, then that's just going to mean people are going to spend more time trying to list.
I think more like Margaret said, I think it's going to be new listings, because each listing is exact to that product. You look at the listing, the bullet points, not just your bullet points, but Amazon's bullet points all point to that T-shirt, and it's 100% polyester or whatever, so they can't piggyback. Everything Amazon has basically is separate listings. So I think it's going to be all new listings, and I think it's going to take up a slot.
That's true, because their new bullet points are like the cotton shirts are this, and then the heather shirts are this, like the blend on there.
And they got to talk about the drawstring pockets, or the dimensions of the tank and everything. So it will be different listings.
We'll see. It's all speculation, though. But,
It'd be nice if in the back end you had a button you can push, and it will create the new listings with you based on your T-shirt.
Let's start talking about back ends and pushing buttons. Sorry.
Max Bobcat in the chat bring up a good point, and I've heard this before too about this. He says, I heard that only higher tiers and partners will get access to new products. I heard this, and this makes sense, because if you're 10 tier and you're struggling just to like have spots, like you don't want to start dabbling in other things that aren't going to be successful. It makes sense that if you're a Margaret or a Jeff with a large amount of spots to fill, that you can start filling sweater spots and hoodie spots easily.
I hope that's, well, I don't say this to be mean to the lower tiers, but I hope that's true, because I kept kind of been saving. I'm in the 1,000 tier, and I've just now hit 500 filled, I think at 498. So I can theoretically just double all my shirts into hoodies or whatever and fill up. And I've already sold more than 1,000. So if I reach that 8%, I should theoretically get 2,000 tier right away.
Yeah, I mean, I bet they open it up just to partners first, though, just to kind of see, but to get the ball rolling and see how their logistics are going to run. I bet they do that. I'm just guessing. And then maybe start like rolling it out for everybody else.
Yeah, that would make sense.
1,000 tier.
Yeah. And then Max was also asking about, do we think that tier ups are frozen for now? What do y'all think? You think no?
I don't think so.
I wouldn't know, but it would make sense if they did freeze it up, just because Q4 is coming and it's going to be busy anyway. So maybe freezing it up might be a good idea for Amazon's logistics.
If it is, I think it's not going to be like last year where they officially announce it. I just think it's going to be, they're not going to tier up for a while. You know,
Because this time was it October 1st that they froze everything last year?
Yeah, they did 2 freezes last year on
Like
ups and on uploads.
Yeah, you couldn't edit, you couldn't anything, and it was like months. It was forever. It felt like forever.
I just think behind the board or behind the scenes, they're gonna what's the word? I don't want to use the word freeze. They're just not gonna do tier ups for a while. You know, I think they just do tier ups when they feel like it.
Jeff, you mentioned there was 2 freezes. I I wasn't around last year for that, or wasn't in the doing uploads frequently, so that didn't affect me. But what were the dates of the 2 freezes? Do you remember, or like a ballpark?
I don't remember exactly. I know there was an early one that was around September time, and it lasted a week or 2, and then the second one was more October, November, and it lasted longer. It lasted a good, I want to say, month and a half.
Gotcha. So
I might not have frozen. It might have been after Christmas.
I think it was into the new year. I think it was in January.
Yeah. It was a long freeze.
Yeah. I mean, I was able to focus on Etsy and eBay, but yeah. Totally.
Yeah. I see that happening this year.
Yeah, but just in case, everyone that's out there, if you have your slots, make sure you're filling them every day, because you never know.
Yeah, I would say if you're struggling with the designs and stuff right now and you have the slots, start uploading your best sellers as premiums if you haven't already. So when they run out of colors or run out of sizes of the anvils, you still have it up there as a premium.
That's a good point. I've never listed any premium shirts. Am I doing it bad? Am I doing it wrong?
I wouldn't say you're doing it wrong. I just it's an idea, a strategy. I haven't done a lot of them. I think I've done like a dozen, and a couple have sold.
Most of my shirts now, one design sort of ends up on 5 listings, because like I'll do a dark version, and that'll go on 2 regular like standard shirts to get 10 colors, and then 1 premium shirt, and then I'll have a light listing for the dark colors. So then I'll have a standard listing and then a premium listing for the dark.
Right.
On the light.
The slots, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
I've been doing the 10 colors, so two listings for 10 colors, and I haven't done the dark version as much. And I'm trying to go back, and my best sellers, I'm starting to put those up as premiums, so they're up there. And then also get my best sellers on the other pods.
Yeah, I've actually trained myself to do light and dark color versions on everything I make. It's just, to me, that's just how I do my designs, and it makes sense. And for anyone who's out there who doesn't know what we're talking about, Amazon merch has 2 different types of shirts. They have premium, and I'm not sure, is it American Apparel still, or is it something else?
I think it's a Bella canvas.
Yeah, and so you can have the option of doing premium, which is like a better quality shirt, or anvil, which is still pretty good quality. So that's the base shirt. I think they're still anvils, right?
Anvil's the base.
Yeah. So for those that are new that don't know what we're talking about, you can actually set your option. It's a little, I think the premium shirts are what, $3 or $4 more?
Yeah.
So
yeah, they maintain the same I charge $17.99 for my standard, and it's $19.99 for premium, and I get the same profit for either one.
Dave, just let us know. It's in our answer to the tier up questions is in our messages on our dashboard. Yep, you're right. He says they froze tier ups last year on 5/19, which is my birthday. Thanks. That was my birthday present to everybody. Frozen tier ups, right? And then they unfroze on September 16th. So that was a big freeze. And then they froze uploads and edits on December 5th and unfroze on February 9th. So it was like 2 months. Yeah. Yep. And I just want to say, before you guys leave, if you're in the chat, I know we're getting ready to close things. Next week, maybe, Yvonne might come on because she's newbie and she's got lots of questions. So we'll see if she makes it over. She wants to ask lots of questions. So
Yeah, I think the newbie shows are the best shows, to be honest, because I even, I'm still new too, and I learned a lot just from, talking about stuff that everyone's like, well, duh, didn't you know that? And I'm like, no, like, so that makes sense.
no.
He's
Yeah,
saying that the shows he's on are better than the shows that he's not on. Is that what you're saying?
Wait, what? I'm lost.
The shows that you're on are better than the shows that you're not on.
Yes, absolutely, especially when Jeff's here.
Yep. Okay, and in the chat, your ticket of class today is to leave a niche. Doesn't have to be your favorite niche. And I'm gonna make a shirt, and I'll give the design away next week.
Yes, Tammy, that's what I meant.
And if you're watching later, let us know you were here by leaving. It doesn't even have to be a niche you like. Just like roofing, throw something up there, and we'll make a fun shirt, and we'll give it away next week.
That sounds like a plan.
When I say we, I mean me, unless these guys want to do it too.
Sounds like dangerous.
I'm gonna get a copyright strike.
You are what?
I'm just kidding. No, that's a great idea.
Don't think roofing. Roofers are mine.
Margaret's all over it, by the way.
Make a shirt on farting.
I have a shirt I'm going to do on farting. I do.
I have a couple up and they haven't sold yet. Unbound.
Well, it won't be as good as mine.
One has.
Huh?
One has. I just remembered.
I'll tell you what it is afterwards.
Oh.
I'm writing these down because I know this will go away. I don't think I have any roofer shirts now that I think about it.
Roofers? Roofies?
Roofers. Yeah, roofers. Yeah.
American Yesteryear in the chat asking about Joe. That's very sweet of you. Joe has a full-time job in the daytime, so this schedule is very hard for him to jump on in, and so that's why Joe is usually absent to these shows.
Yeah, we're gonna try to figure out doing one after he gets off work, because they got a new chief, and I think that might be part of it. Like, so it's a lot harder for him to. I don't know.
Yeah, but we miss Joe too. He's got a lot of good information. He's been around for a while and is definitely an awesome guy.
And follow, yeah, he pops on his channel. He's got a channel called Merch University where he pops on almost every evening, like just for a little bit. He'll do a short live, just chat about how his day's going and merch stuff.
He's doing a new series about like what is it, the 10 tier series?
Yep.
Which is cool too.
Yeah.
So
wait, I'm writing these down. Yeah, basically, and that's what I'm doing with Randy. And I messaged Joe and was like, "Hey, is it okay if I do this with Randy too?" Because Joe was posting in the group like he took 10 shirts and he was going to follow the journey for people on the 10 tier. And he shared that some sold, and somebody was kind of naysaying a little bit, And again, it's just out of frustration. They're not being mean or anything, but they were like, "Well, you have a higher tier, so your shirts get pushed more, right?" That was the thought. So I said, "Well, why don't we do this with Randy too? Because he's not on a high tier."
yeah, how's that going, real quick?
We still haven't finished the shirt from Sunday night. He works a full-time job, so.
No, I hear you. Yeah. I hear. So he hasn't uploaded his first shirts yet on his new account.
No, he uploaded one that got declined.
Wow, the first one right off the bat, huh?
Yeah, he got a rejection for copyright. Yep.
Oh man, but so there's no help from you. He's doing this all solo.
Yeah, his designs anyway. I'll help him with. Now I'm going to help him with copyright and the keywords and stuff, because I don't think he's never done it because he's new, right?
Yeah. We got Bonafide Hustler in the house. He's saying what's up to Jeff and myself and not saying hi to Margaret.
That's okay. Maybe he was the troll from earlier.
No. Bonafide's good. He's good. He's good company for sure. Well, hello. Welcome. You're a little late to the party, pal.
Okay, I'll give him a mean cat face.
So yeah, everyone.
Okay. Taking medications this morning? You sure it's just me taking the medications this morning?
Yeah, you can take the medication.
I didn't take
Oh, he did. He said it earlier in the chat. Oh, there it is. I see it. I see it now.
Oh, okay. Oh, there he is. He did.
I missed it. I was too busy writing down niches. I'm gonna merge some of these and then make a cool shirt design. Anyway, okay, I think we're at the hour.
And hungry. It's time for Starbucks.
You going to get your tea?
My tea and brownie.
Your tea
I'm gonna
and brownie.
be filling up my 10 spots in case Amazon closes this whole party down Q4.
Yeah, that's what I need to do. What are we looking at? 1 o'clock here. Okay, we can do this. So, Great Grandma says, when they run out of a color, do they ever bring it back before the holidays are over? I'm trying to think if they did that last year.
Yeah, remember last year the black and the heather blues went out, and they came back.
Yeah, eventually, but did they come back during the holidays?
Yeah. Yeah, because I was watching that every day.
Okay, I can't remember. And next week on Tuesday at 10 a.m. Central Time, I'm going to be on Lindy Glenn's channel. She's going to be pumping me for information.
No.
What's oh no?
Oh no.
Is it? Are you guys going to talk merch?
She's gonna.
Yeah. She's on merch, and she gets a lot of questions, so she's going to ask me the questions.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
So why just you and not us? I thought we were a team.
Because it's for the ladies. It's for the ladies.
I'm good. Jeff, you can wear a wig though, and
Yeah.
If you can dress,
I think that's
the thing. He'll do it.
I thought we were past the sexist part in the society now.
oh
That's
my
me
god.
today, like, what's going on with her hair or something like that.
I complimented your hair.
You said something
nice.
before that, though.
I said it looked nice. What did you do?
All right, guys. I'm Chris, the Thrift Shop Hustler. You can find me at the links below. This was a great show. I'm going to leave you guys with a little tip for myself. Just don't compare yourself to others. The merch journey is a crazy journey. Just do what you could do, and just be happy with what you could do. And don't stress yourself too much out on merch. Just have fun, and it'll all work itself out for sure.
And don't be sexist. We are all equal. We are all the same. We are all one.
Some are more equal than others.
Exactly what I was going to say, Randy. Fist
Animal
bump.
Farm.
Yes, some of us are more equal than others. Anyway, that's from Animal Farm. Okay, yeah.
It is.
Anyway.
I'm going to troll that. Next Tuesday, you say?
Yeah, go for
I'm going to
it.
be a troll.
Yes, and I will take your advice, and I have to say, Chris, I needed to hear that today. Thank you. I need to have fun with it, take a step back, and just chill, right?
Deep breath.
Deep breath. Yeah. Okay. I got some really good niches in the chat, and if you're watching later, leave a comment with a niche, and I'm going to make a shirt, and we'll draw it. You have to be live next week, though. How about that? You have to be in the chat to win the shirt design. How about that?
I'm in the chat.
Her channel is Lindy Glenn. Lindy, and then Glenn, I think. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thanks so much, everybody, for coming to watch. I know I've got to just wrap this up, don't I? Thanks, everybody, for coming to watch. And go over there and hit that thumbs up button, and we will see you next week. Are you guys down for next week?
I'm down.
Can we get back to our routine?
I'm down. We're going to pump you for information.
Okay. Yeah, okay, great. Yay. See you guys. Thanks, everybody.
See y'all.